Okay, gentlemen, let's consider this. Berlin, Chemnitz, Leipzig, Dresden. Which are the primary targets?
Where the synthetic oil is.
Yeah, all right, Bert. No, I think so. Well, come on, beat that.
The overall picture with regard to the Russians is what concerns the chiefs of staff, and should really concern us. The Red Army has reached the Oder, here. The British and American armies are here, on the Rhine. And according to the chiefs of staff, coordination is now essential between those two fronts. General Antonov suggests Berlin and Leipzig should be the primary targets to help the Russian advance. We favor Berlin alone.
And your ministry directive wants Dresden as well. It's a waste of time.
We don't suggest Dresden.
Well, Ike does, and he's backing the chiefs of staff. So you'll get it. He wants to make a main thrust from the west along this axis, Leipzig through Dresden. He wants to join up with the Russians about there.
All we need is Berlin.
I'm shortly seeing Stalin and Roosevelt. I promised Stalin my full support. He's losing a lot of troops. It's critical. He wants certain targets hit. Smashed. I believe they're on your list.
What are they?
Berlin, Chemnitz, Dresden, Leipzig.
Berlin, yes. I'm not so sure about the others.
He is. He's damn sure, those four. He wants some sort of Gotterdammerung to befall them, something to cause a mass exodus from the city, to hamper German troop reinforcements from the west. Forget Portal, ignore him. Concentrate on the cities. What's untouched? Dresden? Let's have Dresden first.
Bert, why haven't you attacked Dresden? Soon it's going to be too late.
The weather's been bad. I'm trying now.
Well, try hard. I've got the Prime Minister on my back. He says the Russians are kicking up a fuss.
A single red marker will be released by the marker leader over the sports stadium here. Then the leader will order in the remaining Mosquito force to mark with more red indicators. Then the marker leader will give the call sign plate rack, and the main force will come in squadron by squadron and drop their bombs around this sector near the stadium to a maximum radius of 2,400 yards. Being the old wooden city, the area should burn effectively and serve as a beacon for the second wave attack. 0 hour is 22:15.
Why plate rack?
Oh, Dresden, China.
The 14th of February. Last night, a large force from Bomber Command attacked the city of Dresden in eastern Germany. Large-scale damage was caused. The Air Ministry stressed the vital importance of Dresden as a centre of communication, as well as the centre of a railway network serving a large part of Germany. Though known for its Chinaware output, Dresden is an industrial city of some considerable size, containing large munition workshops in the old arsenal and a great number of light engineering works engaged in war production of all kinds. There are other important factories in Dresden making electric motors and precision and optical instruments as well as chemicals. The buildings of the town have been needed for German
Give me the
troops
Director of Public
evacuated from
Relations, Air Ministry.
Yes?
Dresden has a considerable value.
What the hell are they playing at?
Which are assembled against the Russian armies led by Marshal
BTR,
Konrad.
sir.
As a city, Dresden is comparable to...
I'm being briefed by a long load of bullshit on the wireless. Did you supply it?
The telephone services and the means...
What are they trying to do, make excuses for the raid?
...is essential to the German army as the railways and the roads which meet in Dresden.
Supreme Headquarters have just given a press conference. According to the AP correspondent, they've admitted making a terror raid on Dresden.
Yes.
General Spatz, sir.
Put him on.
During the attack, our pilots report that...
Hello, Carl.
with little flak, they were able to make...
Yes, I've heard.
...over the target without bothering much about the defenses.
What warning?
Early reconnaissance shows that a terrific...
As far as I'm concerned, they can say what the hell they like. Bye.
First reports indicate that many
Spats.
insurgents
He
were
says
killed
Ike
by
and
German
Arnold are denying the Yanks bombed anything but a military target.
A number of fires
They've made a
started
public
in the old
announcement.
town, quickly spreading
What's going
among
on?
wooden buildings.
Politics.
And from there to other parts
Don't worry. Churchill will stand by us.
of the city.
Yes.
Bert, Peter here. Bad news, I'm afraid. The Prime Minister's written to us asking us when we're going to stop the terror bombings. Yes, he called the Dresden raid just that, a terror bombing.
Norman read it to me. It's in your interests to demand that he withdraws it. If it becomes public, it'll look as if you're entirely responsible. After all, Ike, Arnold, Spatz are convinced they're public, they're white and white. And you are on public record as having advocated blitzing cities. I think, in this case, you should do what Ike and his generals have done. Put out a disclaimer.
Prime Minister to General Ismay. It's marked for the attention of the Chief of Staff's
Just
Committee.
tell me what it says.
He says, you're bombing simply for the sake of increasing terror. He doesn't think there'll be enough of Germany left to get materials for our own housing needs. We should concentrate on military targets rather than indulging in wanton destruction.
He says that?
Yes.
He says that.